Hey you guys, it's Brandy Chanel. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to your Real Housewives of Potomac Season 6, Episode 15 review. Without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, you guys, so this week's episode picks up where last week's episode left off. We're still at the seafood restaurant. They're all eating their seafood. You got Robin and Giselle down at the end. They're talking about going to a hotel. The Marriott was like 2.5 stars, and the 5-star hotel is like 30 minutes away. Listen, you guys, I don't blame them. Well, I don't blame Robin for feeling the way she feels. I I'm just like Robin on my cycle. I can completely relate. But for Giselle, and like I said in my Love and Marriage Huntsville review, I just don't know who the fuck you think you are. Okay, you do so much mean shit to these girls, and then when they return the energy, now you want to act like they're mean and they're aggressive. They called Wendy aggressive and a bully. They called her so many times. And y'all keep trying to tell me it ain't no colorism, but whatever. I'm just going to move on. I'm going to move on because y'all don't want to hear about it, okay? So they're at the dinner table. They are going to the bus, right? So they're going to the bus, and Candace is like kind of stroking Chris's, head or whatever. Mia says something like, that's when a bitch fuck up, and she got to... And it's like, okay, I'm glad Candace didn't say anything, but I was like, I wouldn't blame her if she did, because now we just got finished arguing, and now you want to poke the bear, girl. What you should have been doing was you should have been getting your little nasty husband. G is disgusting. Like, G is absolutely disgusting. Chris says if we get home, we want to play spades, right? And G says, no, I'm gonna take my ass to bed because I'm gonna get some ass. That's basically what he thinks of you, Mia. You're just a piece of meat to him. I mean, yeah, we all want our husbands to desire us. That's wonderful, but you just a piece of ass, like you say. You just a piece of ass. So that's all. A snack cake. That's what you is. Okay. Karen in her confessional says that it would be nice if Juan was to show up on the trip. I agree with her. But I also said, like, Karen, you need to chill because it was just last year when Ray told the world that he didn't love you. Okay. And I understand, even though I get where Karen was coming from, it's kind of like it's almost like a dig that she throws her marriage in their faces, right? Even though I don't see it for Giselle, I don't see it for Robin. It's kind of like she has that Tish syndrome from Love and Marriage Huntsville. I've been married 25 years. I mean, yeah, that's wonderful, but it ain't about the quantity. It's about the quality, ma'am. Okay, it's all about the foundation of the marriage. So stop going around and acting like Ray is the next thing to Jesus. They might be the same age, but he is definitely not the next thing to Jesus. Okay. G is talking to Candace and the rest of the bus. He said he gonna get him some ass. I already talked about that. Then he talks about his erection. Okay. Again, like, why? Why are we talking about this? Like, do y'all have grandparents this age who are still talking about erections and getting ass? Like, it's very immature. And I understand he's drunk. But it's like he's pissy drunk, like sloppy drunk. And it's like you're almost 70. Like, I need you to dial it down some. Okay, like act like I don't know, but it's too much. It's too much. G then says that Eddie and Chris have average penises. Again, why are you commenting on other men's penis? And then Candace says the brown penis is wonderful, it's great, it's giving what it's supposed to give. And then somebody says, well, let's see it. Chris then gets up and motions like he's about to pull it out. When Candace got up and they did that steel, what is this? They did that little steel like frame or whatever the case may be, and her face, she was like, "Bitch, if you don't get your sit your ass down, sit your raggedy ass." That's what it looked like to me. I thought that was funny. I thought that was funny as shit. Um, G is over there talking about pussy popping. And even though I find his comments and his behavior just off and just disgusting and really just too much. It's just too damn much. You got Ashley in the confessionals. Old football head in the confessionals, honey. And she is like, Michael may have done some stuff, but at least he knew not to do it in front of people. And when he first met them. And I'm telling you, Bravo will humble you. Them producers on Real Housewives of Potomac will humble you, honey. Because they pulled out the receipts on that ass. And we show, I think it was season 1, when Michael had just came around the group and he wanted to take off his clothes and dive or whatever the case may be. Ashley, listen. In this episode, right, Ashley, for whatever reason, is comparing her husband to G. And I think it's because they're both older men and they have the same behavior. But she's trying to kind of make it seem like G is more out of control than Michael. And I really need you to stop comparing your husband to the rest of the fucking husbands. And I need for some of y'all on Twitter and everybody else to stop comparing Michael to the other husbands, okay? He's not even in the same lane, okay? He's not in the same lane, okay? He's on a whole different, he's in outer space. He's right there with Kenneth Petty, okay? He's out there with Kenneth Petty. He's over there with some other, disgusting predators, okay? He is a predator. The man is a predator, okay? You cannot compare him to the other husbands. And I'm going to need Ashley to stop doing that, okay? Your husband is, I'm going to get off Ashley. I can go all day. Okay, so everyone is back in the house. Giselle and Robin are looking for hotels. They decide to drive 30 minutes away to go see the hotels. Chris and Candace are talking about the argument, and I have to agree with Chris. So Chris basically says, Ashley is not that bad, which I think she's the absolute worst. So we don't agree there. Where I do agree with Chris is that Ashley knew what she was doing at the dinner table with Candace, and she knew Candace could not help herself and could not control herself in responding. Right? That's what I want Candace to learn from here on out. Learn when to respond and when to not respond, okay? Just don't say nothing to Ashley because she's looking to hook you in, okay? Because if, like I said before, if it's not for Michael cheating on her or if it's not for her getting into it with Candace, she ain't got nothing to talk about on the show. And that's just true tea, okay? Just true tea. Okay, so I'm loving Drunk Chris. Like he started singing their song. People said it was the song in one of her albums. I think it was When. He started singing. That man was drunk. You hear me? I love Drunk Chris. So Giselle and Robin tell Escala that they're leaving, and Giselle in her confessional says that Wendy does not give a fuck about her because she's too busy being bitter. I said, isn't that the pot calling the kettle black? I really be like, yo, what are you serious? Did you really just say this right now? Ma'am, you, okay, have come on this show and you have mentioned Eddie in this rumors about 4 or 5 times, in different, situations, okay? Wendy has every right to give you her ass to kiss, okay? This is what you wanted. This is the energy you putting out, and she's just returning the favor back to you, okay? You need to really humble yourself. No, I don't give a F about you because you was in a group text message saying that you're not going because you didn't like the invitation. What do you want me to do? What would you like me to do? Okay, I'm baffled, y'all. I'm scratching my wig. I'm baffled. Because, ooh, let me fix that. Yeah. Like, I'm baffled. What do you want her to do? What do you want her to do, Giselle Bryant? It's like she feels like these women, she can do what she wants to these women, and they are just supposed to just kiss her ass. And I think Wendy is not doing that, and that's really pissing her off. And every time Wendy comes at her, she always want to come. Well, she's aggressive. She's mad. She's like just stupid, like dog whistles that most black women, especially darker complected women, are always getting labeled. Okay, and I don't like that. I do not like that at all. Okay, so I blame Bravo. I blame Bravo for this. I blame Bravo because Bravo really out here, got Giselle thinking that she is top tier. Okay, so she can just do what she want to do, and these women are supposed to just fall in line. They really have Giselle thinking that. If y'all don't believe me, Okay, so Ascala helps Giselle with her bags down the stairs. Mia comes downstairs and tries to convince them to stay. Robin says that she does not want to stay. Wendy did not make accommodations for her. She mentions that if Juan was here, where were we going to sleep? And so, like I said earlier in the review, Wendy on Watch What Happens Live says that door led to a master bedroom. So, like, to me, I really don't get it because Ashley did not have Michael there, right? She did not have Michael Darby there. Okay. So Giselle could have roomed with Ashley and had a bathroom. Or, I mean, there could have been some accommodations made for them. There could have been some rearrangements made for the fact that Robin's on her cycle and Giselle has a boot on her foot. Okay, there could have been accommodations made. There could have been some rearrangements made. But because you didn't tell nobody you was coming after you initially said that you wasn't coming, this is what you get. I'm not going to inconvenience nobody for you. You should have came when everybody else came. Stop playing with me. Okay. It's the next morning. Mia and G are in the kitchen, and Mia is complaining because it's not the luxurious experience that she's used to. Okay, she's used to someone flipping her mattress and cleaning up after her and getting her laundry and doing what regular rich people do. Listen, I get it. Okay, when you come from a certain background and you worked hard for your money and you go on vacations, you have the right to enjoy your vacations. However, it's like, is it hurting you to make your own fucking bed? Is it hurting you to cook your breakfast? Like, I just feel I get it, but then again, I'm like, girl, just make your own fucking bed. Just clean up after yourself. Like, I'm pretty sure you do it at home, so I'm not understanding why it's so hard for you to do it here. So Mia says that Candace has a lot of growing up to do. So G asks Mia about Candace, about the whole Candace situation. She says she's open to a conversation and that she wants to know why Candace goes so low and that she has a lot of growing up to do. Mia, sweetheart, like it's always, like, it's literally always that they always go there with Candace. Like, she has growing up to do. They always trying to refer to her as a child. Okay? After they've poked her 1,000 times and she finally responds, she's childish. She's the child. Not the bitch that hit her. Not the bitch who said, your video was low budget. She's the child for responding. Got it. I completely understand. That makes so much sense. Anyway. Okay, so Ashley is on the phone with Michael, and Michael tells her that Dean had a bad night and that he called him a bad boy. Ashley did not like the fact that Michael called him a bad boy. On one hand, when I initially saw it, I was like, Ashley, why? Like, it's not really a big deal. But then when I thought about it, I was like, well, we shouldn't do that. You know, I'm not a parent, so maybe I don't have no dog in this fight. Maybe I don't have no business telling y'all what y'all should do as parents, but we should not do that. Okay. We should be we should speak life into our children. Now, if Dean did something bad, then Michael should have probably said, you're not supposed to do that. That's wrong to do. Explain to him why it's wrong. Things of that nature. Don't call him a bad boy, okay? I kind of compare it to Boys in the Hood. If y'all know Boys in the Hood, then you know that little Doughboy, when they had them growing up, when they was little kids, and little Doughboy was in the living room brushing his little fro, whatever the case may be, and his mom was on the couch telling him, you ain't shit. You ain't never gonna be shit. All you do is eat, sleep, and shit, right? And then the brother, Ricky, I'm playing football. Yes, that's my baby. That's right. That's right. And look what they grew up to be. Okay, I feel like confidence and self-esteem starts at the house. Okay, so I kind of feel Ashley on that one, even though I don't like Michael. See, this is the reason why we have to watch who we have kids with. Okay, we have to be particular about the men we choose to have children with. Okay, so Ashley and Karen are in the kitchen, and Mia is walking around the house with lingerie. So did you guys peep that? So she has on lingerie, and she in the robe she's wearing is short and see-through. So I'm like, girl, go. Like, who does that? Like, who does that? Who does that? Who does that, y'all? Like, go bitch, go put some fucking clothes on around all these goddamn men. You got your cakes around their damn food, bitch. Go put some motherfucking clothes on, you nasty tramp. I was like, girl, go put some clothes on. Okay. Go put some clothes on. G was cooking breakfast for him, Mia, and no one else. Ashley FaceTimed Giselle. Karen asked Giselle, why she ain't say nothing to the host about leaving. Giselle says Wendy said nothing to her. And Wendy pops up and says, that's a lie. So that was a lie. That was a lie. When you came in, you did not greet her. But as a host, she came and found you and she greeted you. She did do that. So when Wendy calls you out on your bullshit, she's so angry. She's so angry. Like, no one's angry, okay? You're a full of shit and you're a liar. So I couldn't stand that with Robin. She did the same thing when she was talking to Skylar, and Giselle calling her angry and aggressive and combative. Like, that's what you are doing. That's what you're trying to start something with somebody, and she's just giving you the same energy. That's it. Okay, so Wendy asks Mia when her and Candace are going to talk. Mia says she wants to know why Candace goes so low and attacks her. But we're just going to let that go because y'all swear up and down Candace don't get attacked. But here go. Mia started some shit and she's playing the victim. Got it. Okay. Ray comes to the trip and Karen is telling Ray about the fight and what happened between Mia and Candace. Says that Giselle and Robin left because there was no bathroom in their rooms. Robin and Giselle comes in the house. She comes in the kitchen. Giselle in her confessional says Wendy did not speak to her. And when she came in the kitchen. Okay, so Wendy did not speak to her when she came in the kitchen. And she felt like that was okay because she did not want to talk to her either. Again, you just lied on her. You just lied on her and said she didn't greet you when you came in. So I'm not going to greet you because when I did, you lied on me. So I'm not going to greet you. Fuck you. Okay, so I put here, if you're not bothered, then why even mention it? Why are you looking for her to say anything to you after you just lied? Like, to me, if you didn't care, why even mention it? Like, why are we still mentioning this? Why are we still talking about this? It's stupid. Okay, so we are at the boat. Chris is hungover and Candace is trying to get him a Dramamine. Is it Dramamine or Dramamine? I don't know. Robin and the scholar are downstairs at the bar and they're still talking about the fact that Winnie didn't put them in a room with the bathroom. She keeps saying that she's not offended, but she keeps talking about it. Again, we're not offended, but we keep bringing it up and talking about it. So it's giving, I have nothing else going on this season. So these little fights and spats with Wendy, I'm just gonna pump that up so I can have something to talk about because I really have nothing going on. That's what it's giving. Okay, so she keeps saying that she's not offended, but she keeps talking about it. Robin is talking to a scholar, and she's saying she has no interest in talking to Wendy because it turns into a debate. I hate how Robin and Giselle are making Wendy out to be aggressive and an antagonizer when they're actually antagonizing. Like, yeah, let's not start from the middle. Let's start from the beginning, right? Let's start from the beginning when you kept bringing up my husband. And then when I talk to you about it and my tone is even, is not raising, it's not saying anything, you're accusing me of yelling, you're calling me aggressive. So I have nothing for you. Like, I literally have nothing for you. No one is going to keep harping on it. As a matter of fact, it's actually Giselle and Robin that keeps harping on it, not Wendy. Okay, so while they're talking, Mia comes down and she's getting food and she's eavesdropping, right? So then Mia goes back upstairs and tells Wendy what Robin said about her, but tells the shit all wrong. Okay, she tells it all wrong. I feel like what Robin was saying was she felt like when she met Wendy last year, her and Wendy were cool, and she maybe thought, and maybe said it's changed or their friendship. I got it as her saying that their interaction is no longer the same as it was last year. Their friendship is no longer the same as it was last year. Go down in the comments and tell me how you feel about it. But then it's just, this is what I'm talking about. It's the hypocrisy for me. Wendy took her bad skin, corpse looking makeup ass back upstairs and told that story all kinds of fucked up. Okay? All kinds of fucked up. And everyone is like, hey, let's not play telephone. Hey, she's just a space cadet. Hey, they just downplayed it and they really didn't hold her accountable. But with Candace, they want her to apologize for responding to people. I'm like, what, am I watching the Twilight Zone here? Like, she literally just lied out her mouth. This woman has been lying since she got to this damn show. She is a pathological liar. She just lies because it's Tuesday. Like, it's crazy. And no one holds her accountable, to include the cast and the fans of this show. Girl, I was over it. Robin says she didn't say anything about Wendy changing. She said their friendship changed. So basically Mia lied and everyone dismissed it. So then Mia asks her, well, why did their friendship change? Just being messy, continuing the trend of you being messy. And Robin says she's not interested in getting into a confrontation. And at this point, I was kind of with Robin. I'm not even trying to hear it. We already addressed it. I don't want to go. I don't want to talk about it, keep rehashing it. It's been done. So I was kind of with her on that one. Wendy explains that everyone picked their rooms, but because they came last, they didn't get to pick their rooms, and the room was booked before Giselle broke her toe. Giselle then said that no one checked on her when her and Robin went to the hotel. And a scholar did check on them, but, so a scholar did check on them, but it was in a group chat. So when a scholar asked, were they okay, in the group chat where they can see everyone's responses, Giselle says, we're fine. So why do I need to go and contact you about you being okay? I already seen, a scholar already asked, you said you were fine. So why am I going behind her and ask you the same shit? I'm just going to get the same response. Hello? At this point, it's anything to be mad. I just want to be mad, so I'll make up some bullshit. That's, just talking bullshit. You ain't making no damn sense, okay? Okay, so Robin says that she didn't want to feel uncomfortable using the bathroom. I understand, while on her period, when the men were pissing on the floor. Don't know where that came from. I really don't know where that came from. Like, men are nasty. Men do be pissing all over the floors and shit like that. But it's like, all she had to do was say, I just didn't feel comfortable on my cycle. I don't feel comfortable, which I understand. When the men were pissed. Okay. Giselle says she's good on Wendy. Wendy says she's been good. Giselle once again is calling Wendy aggressive and confrontational. Wendy calls her a mean and a mean girl and a bully. Okay, if you want to be a bully to me, if you want to be a mean girl, I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going to be confrontational. I'm just giving you the same energy you're giving me. I'm bouncing off your energy. Don't see the problem. Don't see what's the confusion. What's the confusion? What's the confusion? Okay. Ashley is pulling out her breast and breastfeeding for everyone to see. Candace and Mia start talking about their issues. Mia apologizes to Candace. Candace explains that it was really hurtful to her that Mia said her video was low budget. Okay, that it's something she's working hard on. It's something she's putting her heart and soul in, and because she doesn't know how it's going to do, she can't predict how the fans are going to receive her music. It's a touchy subject for her, and it was triggering to her for Mia to call her video low budget, right? I don't see the issue with that. That makes perfect sense to me. But because some of y'all, whatever, whatever, y'all, some of y'all, it don't matter what I say. Y'all gonna be like, "What? It's not the same. It's not the same." Like, y'all gonna be the same thing. Whatever. Candace then says she apologized to Mia about the whole your mama comment. She didn't know, and had she known, she wouldn't have said anything. Mia then says that her mom's sobriety means everything to her. She says that her mom, went to prison, and while her mom was in prison, that her parents died. Mia's grandparents died. She had the opportunity to go to the funeral, but she didn't want to show up there with shackles on her feet. So, and I was sorry to hear that, and I was glad to see that Candace and Mia, was able to, kind of bury the hatchet. But it's like it wasn't genuine because, Mia's been on Twitter and Instagram on that bullshit. So, okay, that is what it is. Okay, so they're on the bus. Ashley is sleeping, right? Ashley's sleeping. And she's taking a nap. And because she's a mom, like she's the only mom, no one else is a mom but Ashley, we have to, be sweet to her because she's a mom. We have to coddle her because she's a mom, She's trying to take a nap, she's trying to sleep. She's away from the kids, and she's trying to take a nap. For whatever reason, G keeps bothering her, and I feel like I'm just like, man, leave this child alone. Leave her alone. And he keeps, I don't know what it was. It was very, very weird and inappropriate, and everyone is just sitting there watching as this happened. I'm like, can someone speak up? Like, it was very weird. Like, at first we think you're joking, but then it's like, it's getting serious. I can talk about you. Okay, well, I don't know. It couldn't have been me on that bus, because me and him if his wife wouldn't have said shit, if Mia ain't gonna say shit, then I'm gonna cuss your motherfucking ass out. I don't care. I'm gonna do it in front of your wife, because she really should be telling you to shut the fuck up. So, and as much as I don't care for Ashley, I kind of sided with her in this situation. Like, G was just out of control. But that is it for my Real Housewives of Potomac review, episode 13 or 15. I think it's 15. Yeah, 15 review. Let me know how you guys feel about Sunday night's episode. I thought it was okay. I did not mean for this video to be 30 minutes. I really didn't. Did not at all. But it was an okay episode. Filler. Definitely filler. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Until next time. Toodles.